now that we've read through the anchor standards for reading and thought through those together, I'd like you to go through the same process in your small group. So if you're content area teachers, you're going to go ahead and take a look at the speaking and listening anchor standards, and those are on page 3. If you're a writing, other content area teachers, this group over here will look at the writing anchor standards. I'm going to ask the English teachers to look at the language anchor standards, and math teachers will look at the standards for mathematical practice. After you have read through each of the standards as a group and thought through and put down your notices and wonders and what you're feeling, I'm going to ask you to summarize that set of standards by collaboratively selecting 5 power words. So this is a great strategy to use with students to summarize a really complex text. The 5 power words can come directly from the standards. So I think when we took a look at the reading anchor standards, one of the words that I noticed was inference. Was repeated several times. That seems to be really key to the reading standards, that students aren't just going to be reading for what the text explicitly says, but they're also going to be drawing conclusions. So I would probably select inference as one of my power words for reading. What might be another word that we would select for the reading anchor standards? And again, it could be a word that is directly in the standards, or it could be a word that you're selecting a different word that's not written in the standards that you think fits.
Well, I see a right there word that's repeated over and over again is analyze. I see that word like 5 or 6 times in the whole page. Analyze seems to be a very important word.
Definitely.
I would also, this is not really a right there word, but there seems to be a theme of questioning in the reading standards, so that students are questioning the validity and reliability of what they're reading, questioning author's purpose. So I think there's a lot. That could be another power word that's not in the actual text itself.
Great, thank you. So you're going to go ahead and go through this process on your own now.
Okay, so speaking and listening, the first standard is prepare for and participate effectively in a range of conversations and collaborations with diverse partners, building on others' ideas and expressing their own clearly and persuasively. So what are you guys thinking when you see that standard?
Well, the first thing I thought of was assessment, because clearly and persuasively, we're going to have some conversations about what that means, what that looks like. I can see rubrics coming out of that. I think really good collaborative discussions could come out of that as well. I also think collaboration with diverse partners is going to take some work, because I know I have a tendency to want to work with the same groups all the time. So we're going to have to find strategies for mixing them up more often, I think.
I'm thinking about building on others' ideas and expressing their own clearly and persuasively. So I use a lot of group work in my classroom, but I don't know that I always do a really good job of teaching them how to actually have conversations. So it's almost like I just kind of put them in groups and give them a task to complete, but not maybe enough. And it might be because